Hey, folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Tuesday, March 29th, 2011. Well, folks, the markets initially started to sell off, really a continuation from yesterday. If you recall, yesterday we saw that late day selling as fears bubbling up in Portugal and in Europe kind of escalated towards the close. People were worried about possible defaults today or maybe a major bailout. That didn't seem to occur. You got a little follow-up selling this morning, and again, you kissed the 200 moving average on the SPY. And as you kissed the 200 moving average, I gave out the long signal to go long the SPY, and no sooner did I do that than the markets did bounce all the way back up, and they continued their bounce all the way up to the 20 moving average, pulling back a little bit, then going up, piercing the 50, and now consolidating just above the 50 moving average in a bullish consolidation mode. And that's what we have right now, folks. Bullish consolidation. You can see again, you eclipsed the 50 moving average, which is this orange line. You stayed above this kind of greenish trend line as well. Sideways choppy trading right here. That's telling us again it's consolidating. Volume again is very, very light midday, and that also bodes neutral to positive. So again, interesting to see how the little bit of a downdraft was very short-lived. The other interesting factor here, folks, which I think is unbelievably important, is to note that oil is trading with the markets today. Now, if you go back 3 weeks ago, folks, oil would go up and the markets would go down. When you spiked from $90 to $107 on spot crude, the market started to freak out. Why? Because there was fear that it would kill the economy and the recovery. There was fear about the Middle East. There was fear, again, people paying at the gas pumps what they were going to be paying. Now you've started to stabilize. People's fear has subsided, and all of a sudden, oil moving up is starting to help the markets. Now, how does it help the markets? Well, stocks like Chevron, again, makes more money the higher oil is, as long as demand doesn't suffer, which overall, in all fairness, there's emerging markets out there. Demand is not going to suffer in any major way right now anyways. So the higher oil goes, Chevron's profits go up. So if Chevron's profits are going up, chances are the stock price is going to go up. And with the stock price going up, Chevron, Exxon, and a bunch of these other major oil plays, commodity plays, are all major components of the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500. So do you see how the connection works here? As Chevron, Exxon go up, they're going to help the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Dow is going to go up, the markets go up. So again, as long as people aren't panicking, it seems like higher oil is a positive. And look at Chevron today. I mean, Chevron's up $1.30. It's a great move. Started out a little weak, but reversed and is now having a monstrous day on Chevron. Believe it or not, we are now trading basically at new 52-week highs today at 107.35 is the high of the day today. That is a new 52-week high on Chevron. All right, so we'll continue to watch and see how things are going here, but nonetheless, we are noting that oil is trading higher. Take a look at the USO. This is the United States Oil Fund. It is higher. It started out a little bit weak, went up, a little bit of a pullback, now starting to bounce off the moving averages, although you could make a case that that's a short intraday bear flag right now. Other key stocks in motion. All right, first of all, I want to cover a couple different ones here. We're going to talk about some small caps as well, and I want to just talk first and foremost, before we get to those small caps, about the other leaders today. Amazon.com, symbol AMZN, very strong move today. Gaps up right into this little bit of a moving average support area, takes off to the upside, is holding up about $4.32. The important thing to look at Amazon with here is the 50 moving average on the daily is now getting tagged. That's actually a big level right there, the 50 moving average. So watch the 50. If you get through the 50, you have gap fill right here, which will be your next area of resistance. But really, this is now a major level between these 2 points. That's major resistance now approaching on Amazon.com, AMZN. Apple Computer has been pretty much weak all day, down $1, even with the markets getting a little bit of a rally. And just to give you a sense, we have the Dow up 65 points, NASDAQ up 18, S&P 500 up 5 points on the day. So it's not a big rally, but it's about a 0.5% move to the upside on the indexes. And again, notice how Apple was very, very weak. And Apple has come back kind of fluttering around the flat line, but with the markets positive, generally you'd expect Apple to be doing better. It is not today, so that is one of the weaker stocks out there. All right, a couple other stocks to note here. First off, Goldman Sachs is trading up $1.60. JP Morgan is flat on the day. Bank of America is actually down. Bank of America has been under a lot of pressure in the last few days, symbol BAC, really going back to about midweek last week after the Federal Reserve denied their ability to raise their dividend. And again, the only reason that's done is if the company, I should say, is not in that good of a financial position. There must be some bad loans out there still that they're dealing with and some stuff like that. And again, the Federal Reserve saying not so fast. All right. Other stocks that are having good days today, Molycorp. This is a rare earth stock. Rare earth stocks are having a phenomenal day. Continued printing of global money. Again, you go to Europe, that's a mess there. The U.S. has the Fed printing reckless amounts of money across the board. All this is going on, and we do see rare earths, gold, silver. Granted, the gold and silver trades are basically flattish, but we are seeing other situations where these stocks, at least the rare earths, are having very, very big days. So let me just focus here. Molycorp is a good one. Take a look at Molycorp on the daily chart. This is symbol MCP. If I zoom out on the daily chart, folks, take a look at this double top. This is most likely where Molycorp is most likely heading. And again, nice move to the upside there, and that's your target overall on the daily. It's almost there now, and that's at a price of, get this, $62.80. And again, look at the move here. Molycorp was at $42 just about a week ago or so, and it's all the way up. Look at that straight shot up now, making a good push for that double top area. All right, another small rare earth play. This is a small cap, China Gensheng Minerals. Again, nice move up. Look at this move since last week, basically hovering right on the 200 moving average. Beautiful support there. I mean, if you're looking for a stock to buy, that was a perfect play. It was all the way up to $6 and change, consolidates down to $2, and then look at the pop. It's now trading at almost $3.50 today. Great little move over the last week or so on that stock. All right. What else do we want to look at today? One stock that's upticking here, and I like this as a pre-earnings run, is Converted Organics. Converted Organics, again, I have been a big proponent of this stock out there. Cash flow positive, starting to get revenues from all different plays. They're an agriculture and fertilizer play. Big move off the lows here today, starting to pop up about 2 to 2.5 cents, trading at around 35 cents. But this may be the beginning of a run up. My first minimal resistance, and I'll talk about this one, it's right here. This is going to be a little bit of resistance right here at around 39 to 40 cents. If it gets through there, it's going to this pivot high, which is also the 200 moving average at 45 to 46 cents. And if it gets through there, your ultimate target is 52 cents on this. It could even get more of a move, but right now we'll stick with those three targets on Coin Converted Organics as it starts to uptick today. Good volume coming in. There's been some good buyers today. And again, I believe earnings are next week, so it looks like it's starting its pre-earnings run. Earnings should be very good as well on this Converted Organics. So watch this one, folks. This is a big one. I'm a big fan of it down here. And again, have accumulated myself quite a bit of this over the last month or two since it was featured as a hidden gem in the research center, and it looks beautiful. Love it as a longer term play, as it's again going to turn to profit soon, hopefully, and really start to maximize out, and the price should just skyrocket. All right. Let's see what else we have here. First Solar is having a pretty good day. Just one thing I want to note here on First Solar, the big drop here down to the 200, the big pop as oils rose, now the consolidation, and now it's starting to break up. Notice this pattern, folks. The up move here, consolidation down, that's a bull flag in spirit of. And again, look at the pop today, the pop yesterday, good move on First Solar. And again, we'll have some resistance right up here as a pivot top right there, but nonetheless, very nice move there. Research in Motion, after getting killed on earnings, is getting a small bounce. Not surprising to see a small bounce because it went into the 200, but you do have a head and shoulder pattern here that I discussed in yesterday's free video that probably tells us it's going to go lower, even if it does get a small bounce here, which is obviously happening today and could even happen tomorrow. But ultimately, it should head lower to about 40. I believe the ultimate target's around 45-ish or so. Around 48, I think 47 to 48 is the ultimate target on that, and that would be the head and shoulders completion. All right, Microsoft's trading flat. Amazon, again, as I mentioned, having a good day. Google's up a little bit. Baidu's up a little bit. But again, I think it's mostly oil stocks as oil's having a good day. Those like Chevron are leading the markets today. But keep an eye on Converted Organics. The China rare earths are very, very hot today. And overall, we're seeing some mixed bags out there, but mostly positive. I think that's about it for today, folks. Again, join the Research Center. Remember, we have a free 1-week free trial that you can take. You can just join and take it, see how you like it, make some money. Trading in the intraday stock chat was phenomenal this morning. Probably about 8 to 10 plays called out, all for profits this morning. That's what we'd like to see. And again, it should continue. The volatility was beautiful this morning, even though lunchtime now is a little bit on the quieter side. You can take a free trial of the intraday stock chat as well. Get involved, folks. This is where the money's being made. Again, unbelievable last couple months in the Research Center in the intraday stock chat. It's only going to continue with the volatility as continued worries out of Europe, out of the Mideast, and of Japan continue, and also in the U.S. as QE2 comes to a close in a couple months. Take care, guys. Have a great afternoon.